Thank you. See, what would I do without you, Frosty? You come in and let me know that the microphone is broken. Thank you. And I also fixed that because that also lets me know that that's also broken. Yeah, no, now I have to do the whole intro again. I thought I had everything right. Nope, I failed for the first 3 minutes. Like it says up in the top corner here, this is going to be the last Dolphins or sports related stream on this channel. We're going to be moving over to the Aquavale Sports channel starting next week against the Patriots. So that link is in the description down below if you want to go there. We have other things in the description as well, which is not needed or really is mostly there for fun stuff. I actually need to go over there and do that. But we're finishing up real quick, like I was trying to say before everything was broken into. Trying to finish up all the things right here, like all the tags. Where is it? I haven't even taken a drink of Mountain Dew yet. That sucks. That should be all good right there, which then I can have all this like this. We should be about good, hopefully now. Keyframe frequency is less than keyframe. Why are you telling me all of this nonsense? It's perfectly fine. Everything is fine. Okay, so that's all there. Everything is good and Gucci. We should be good to go to continue with the way the stream is supposed to be. Yeah. Let's go like this, because if I put this like this, then it gives me a bit more range of motion. Yeah. We also have another channel going on right now, which is Jorge at Sports Nights with Jorge. He is another dude that I like talking about, making content with once in a while, and he is also live right now for at least the first half. And then during the second half, we'll have Frozen Fins fan or Dirk. He's gonna be coming in after he gets off from church. Not on the stream here, but all I know is I'm excited. Everything's gonna go great tonight, I think, or today actually. How are the Patriots looking? When are they playing? Frosty. I forgot to check all the other games going on today. Also have text messages like I deal with. I'm alive. I nearly died. Okay, let me. Yeah, there's the J. Also 1 p.m. Oh, here we go. Are you able to watch it, or is it going to be like one of those things where you have to basically like keep track of like Twitter or whatever? Because I'm assuming it's gonna be fine and you'll be able to see it. I might actually need to adjust the camera a little bit because it's actually no. How does this look though, Frosty? How does everything look right now? Does it look kind of pretty decent? It's a bit interesting. I have no cable. Fuck. Do you at least have internet? Awesome. Also, we're almost at 600 subs too, which is kind of sick. I'm kind of excited about that as well. We're at 599 right now, which is getting close. We're getting there. How would I be watching? Oh, that cell phone service. Cell phone service. Yeah. What is she saying? I don't know what she's telling me, but she's going some weird stuff today. All I know is I'm ready to watch the Dolphins win. And by that, I mean my score prediction from, I think I posted it Thursday, actually, this time, like several days early. I have the Miami Dolphins beating the Indianapolis Colts. What was it? 27-14 today. That's my prediction. I think the Dolphins are going to come in with a chip on their shoulder. I don't think they're going to be coming in uh, happy that the media has been talking crap about them. I don't think they're going to be coming in happy that everyone is looking down on them. And I don't care how much the NFL is saying that, or the betting line is the about more like a 53-46 for the Indianapolis Colts right now, or the betting favorites being the Indianapolis Colts. I am still going to go with the Dolphins. Obviously, I'm a Dolphins fan, so yeah, I'm going to go with that. Who are the Patriots playing today, anyways? Because like I don't know who they're. I know y'all are playing us next week, so okay, they're gonna be getting the ball to start the game. Colts get the ball first and foremost, so I actually have it set up pretty fine. The Raiders. The Raiders. All right, kickoff starting right now. Kicking off to the Colts. The Colts start with the ball today. Not a not a bad start. Doolin was gonna freaking go, dude. I look very masculine as well, don't I, Frosty? It feels disgusting, but it's right here. You might not be able to tell, but I do have a little bit of makeup on, just a little bit, just enough, kind of make me look a little bit nice, just a little bit clean up, if you know what I mean. We got that going today. All right, let's see what the Colts can actually do today. See what the Dolphins defense. I would be awesome if it was a sack right off the bat. Not bad. First down for the Colts already. My wife says, "Aww." On what? That I am masculine as fuck today. Yeah, no, I didn't do anything special today. That might be the second Patriots game possibly if the Patriots actually beat the Dolphins. You know why, Frost? Well, that's definitely holding on the Colts right there for a minute, but because it went nowhere, I doubt they're gonna call it. Yeah, she supports. Oh, okay, okay. Supports you. But yeah, and it's just not. It's not one of those kind of days. Like I've been having some hard times trying to get into that kind of a feel. So almost right to him. I do know Jorge also is using the same style of scoreboard, but he actually also kind of followed my lead in taking it down from like all of the things on the scoreboard to just like the team or the team names, the quarters, the score, and the timeouts, which is a lot easier to do unless you have like somebody who's just like ready over there in the corner and it's like doing all the blah 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 blah. It's so much harder to do the whole setup. Oh, that was a good play. That was a good play. Dolphins defense is definitely not starting very well. The Colts are running right now all the way down the field. It looks like they're definitely moving on offense, which looks good for the Colts. Not very good for the Dolphins. But it's the start of the game, so the Dolphins are still trying to get everything ready and going. I do know Ethan Bonner's not playing today. Darren Waller's not going to be playing today. Uh, Jason Sanders is also not going to be playing today. And then there was somebody, James Daniels, our starting guard, is also not going to be playing today. We have abundance of injuries again to start the season. Tyler Warren is definitely making the Colts look good right now, and the Dolphins' defense is not being able to stop him right now. My score prediction might have been wrong. There were 5 people. There were 5 people over there. This is going to be awesome. Tyler Warren is looking good right now. Like, as a rookie tight end, he's looking pretty good. If they don't go to him again for a touchdown, that would be kind of crazy. Between you and Bottom Line Views Patriots team. No worries, Frosty. Just make sure you give them also the love that they need. They'll probably give you more update on what you care more about, which is the Patriots. Which is totally fine. Totally fine. I'm going to just be here chilling and hopefully not raging at the Dolphins, getting absolutely blown out. Because if they get blown out, I'm going to be upset. I'm just hoping the Dolphins don't get blown out. That was a bit of a close one. Storm Duck making that one. A little bit holding on that. Just a little bit of holding on the jersey from Storm Duck. Which is not bad. Dolphins look like they're going to be putting some pressure, at least it looks like. Jones is running. Jones is stopped and plowed. Matthew Judon stopping Daniel Jones with a nice hit. 4th down. And Patriots Accra. Patriots Accra? What? What? Yeah, Judon was not fucking having it. Pats down 70. Already? Touchdown Raiders, I guess. How did that happen? Did they just walk all the way down the field immediately? Well, to be fair. Field goal for the Indianapolis Colts. My phone is sensitive. Bear with me. No, I was about to say, if it was going to do the whopper, I was going to be pretty mad. Just like whopper. Barbecue, biscuit, junior, something like that. But no, the Colts definitely went all the way down the field. Looking really good offensively. Until Judon, basically smashed the shit out of Daniel Jones on a run. Yeah. At least the Dolphins only gave up 3. It could have been a touchdown to start off the game, which would have been very good motivationally for the Colts, but thankfully it was only a field goal, at least for, us Dolphins fans. I do like when, communities come together and rebuild, a nice bar or something like that. That's nice. It's Doug, the emu. Oh, shit. Bird on bird violence. It's gonna be bird on bird violence. Birds do not need pants, in fact. And they censored the bird's ass. They censored the bird. Oh my god. They censored the bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. I do not care about the MTV Music Awards. I don't care about any of the awards. Unless, Golden wins an award for some reason. Like, I don't care. Unless, like, Huntrix wins an award tonight. Who cares? Are they going to get absolutely nominated for anything? Probably not. This is MTV. Oh, Indianapolis. Tu tanggal lolo. Wait for the kickoff, and then we'll move that over to the other side. Everything? Yep, everything is working perfect. D is gone. D got a nice return. That's exactly why I wanted D Eskridge brought back in. And D is hurt. And D is hurt. Damn it. Now it's what would be a really bad way to start? Major injury and then Tua getting sack concussed. HM with a nice run to start. About a good 7. It's about 8. It's actually 8. Nice 8-yard run to start. All right, it's 2nd and 2. First down for the Dolphins to Tyreek Hill. Being a bit aggressive on hitting Tyreek Hill. That's a bit aggressive. That's interesting. Cool. Nice. Running on first down again, and then it went absolutely nowhere. They lost about 2 to 3 yards. It's going to be a rough day for the Dolphins, isn't it? It's going to be a rough day. Hopefully, this is not going to be something silly, and the Dolphins will actually be able to come out here and actually do. And okay, so he was questionable. He's probably going to be out for the rest of the game. And it looks like it's going to be that ankle injury again coming in. And now it's commercial. Awesome. Real damn. That sucks. Dolphins just had 2 injuries right off the bat on the kickoff. I mean the return, and then our starting guard is now injured again. So that's fun. That's gonna be fun. I guess they won that parlay, I guess. Not doing any kind of betting this year when it comes to, football. I've done sports betting before. It's not that fun. To be fair, I also kind of suck, so yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just not going to do any of those sports betting stuff. Gonna waste more of my money on other things instead of, betting on things that I'm not going to win money on because I know I suck at it. So, yeah. I'm just saying, you can do sports betting all you want. I am not doing that this year. I am not going to do that. I'm not going to be running a Madden tournament or anything like that. I suck at Madden, so I'm just going to be paying attention to the game. Fire country, sheriff country. Okay, that's kind of interesting. It's coming out on the same day as Pokemon Legends EA, which I'm still trying to get everything set up so I can be able to stream that game on this channel. That's gonna happen as well. It's not gonna happen on the Aquaville Sports channel. That's gonna happen on another day. I might still have to go over there to my computer and set some things up. Yeah, they're gonna be blitzing now. They're 100% blitzing. Nope. Yeah, the Dolphins are gonna go nowhere. Yeah, it's already looking like it's gonna be a bad game for the Dolphins. Well, that's lovely, but that's okay. Hopefully, the Dolphins can figure out how to actually do an offense and throw an interception. Overthrew. It looks like I think Achan, and then yep, he overthrew that. Ball goes back to the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, that's actually a good. That's actually a nice one. I like that. I like that Selly. I like that Selly. And there's a flag. What happened? What happened with that? Like, okay. Yeah, absolutely overthrew it. That was 100% on Tua on that one. He definitely overthrew that. Should be sports bars that don't serve alcohol for people in recovery. I want to go to watch the game and enjoy food and camaraderie, but alcohol. Yeah, I I don't know where you could go for that. To be fair, like maybe you can go to like a one of those sports restaurants. I don't know if you guys have those up there where it's just like a normal restaurant and they have the sports games on the TVs and whatnot. And a lot of times they do have like their own little audio devices for certain TVs and certain games like that. I wouldn't doubt that there's be one up there that y'all would be able to watch, but I'm not really sure if you guys have those kind of things. I want this to be in here, but it's being freaking weird, so it's gonna be small, and I hate that. I hate how small it is. It's supposed to be a lot bigger than that. Let me get this right. Yeah, probably not in Virginia. Yeah, that's what I was like. I wasn't sure if they were gonna have that or not. I wasn't sure. With McValue. The McValue meal. Yes. One vacation, next level, jaw dropping, heart thumping, bump, bases pumping, all that stuff, you know. The big time of Royal Caribbean. Actually, while that's doing that, I should have probably like stood up real quick. I do need to do something real quick, which will give me like the ability to hear if I get any other notifications. If we get over that way right now, which is technically I could just run into this one right here and put it up here. Which would be kind of funny if I get a notification about subscribers or anything like that. It should go bring right over that way and scare the piss out of me, to be honest. Yeah, that was a throw to Tariq, and he absolutely overthrew it. Technically, he put them in about the same spot that they would be on a punt or a kickoff. So, like, I'm fine with that. It's going to look bad on his stats. It looks bad on the Dolphins' offense. And it's going to look bad when it comes to people talking about Tua Tagovailoa. Do that real quick right there. Well, it's going to be a game. It's going to be a long game. Dolphins defense is not doing anything right now. Their defensive line's not putting much pressure on Daniel Jones, is not really stopping the running game very much. The secondary is not doing enough when it comes to slowing them down either. So my whole point of view of how this game was going to go was already basically blown out of the water right at the start of the game. Within the first quarter, already basically blown away on that one. So, but then again, that's me trying to be as optimistic as possible. I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying not to be, that's not a bad pass right there. To be honest, I thought it was going to miss. No, that was a good one. Nice, tight, and fast. Tight and fast. Pat Steve wakes up and picks Gino. Let's go! Pick him off. Get rid of it. I pick the Colts because I don't trust the Fin. I was I'm expecting I was expecting the revamped Dolphins defense to be better than it was last year, but so far they're kind of disappointing me in that aspect. Either that or the Colts offensive line is running on some kind of meth. I don't know. They're running on something different today. Vitamins, yes, they're on vitamins right now. Yep. Dolphins' run game is not there. They are looking like absolute shiitake poo poos right now. Either way, I don't think I'm going to get super mad about it this year. I think I'm just going to roll with the flow. Because this is the kind of game where it's like, you got to start, and this is a game you should win. And right off the bat, the Dolphins are coming into Indianapolis looking like kind of like half asleep right now. Defensively, they're not playing up to what they should be. It's a peck. That's weird. That's kind of weird. Like a pec injury when it looked like it was an ankle injury, but okay. Okay. They haven't given us a single update on Dolphins defense not playing good at all still. Completely wide open for Jonathan Taylor. Oh, that was just more of a whiff. Yeah, yeah, the Dolphins are getting manhandled at the line. Their secondary is not playing tight enough, at least when it comes closer to the line of scrimmage. It's kind of a concern. Yeah, the Colts are probably going to get a touchdown on this drive. It would be lovely if the Dolphins can actually stop him right here, but it's not going to happen. Why is that looking like that up that way? Yeah, we're not doing a 60 FPS stream either today. We're doing just a basic, 1440p 30 FPS stream. Hopefully it looks crisp and clear-ish. I'm trying. I'm using some techniques to make it look a little bit nicer here and all around. Hopefully it looks good. Have like a burp come up for a minute there. Yeah, they're definitely gonna try to run this. Quarterback sneak it. Yep. I can already say right off the bat, I am heavily disappointed with the Dolphins currently right now. I'm not really gonna be mad about this, but I am very disappointed with how the Dolphins defense is playing. The defensive line is playing very poorly, very weak, very slow. The linebacking core is playing slow and weak as well, and the corner safety group is doing what they can while holding the big plays right now from happening, but letting everything underneath still happen. Jones with a sack, then there's a flag regardless. Watch, the flag's gonna be on the Dolphins or something. Nope. Penalty against the Colts the second time. Got a nice sack on him. It's almost like maybe they'll start, calling some holding because the Colts have been holding several times so far. The defense needs a spark. The Dolphins' defense, yes. What about the Patriots? The Patriots need to start sparking a little bit. All right, we're done with the first quarter as well. We're gonna be going through the second quarter real quick. Yeah, the Dolphins definitely need to be playing a lot better. A gecko was spotted down the street. Oh no. Sir, do we know you? I'm just a stranger who knows how to get here and check out football and get some Coca Cola and whatnot right here. You know, I just gotta get that Coca Cola. He does look like Daryl. Is your cousin Daryl also a lizard, you know? Yeah, actually, how'd you know? Love that. I'm just happy I also decided not to make this a drinking kind of like stream and not have beer because like I might be upset with a lot of things if I were drinking today. I do not care about your iPhone commercials. I do not care. Or is this the Pixel? Is this the Pixel or is this the iPhone? It is the new Pixel 10. Okay, it looks like an iPhone style commercial, so I guess that's what they were going for. They're like debating you into like, yeah, definitely an Apple commercial today, but no, we're definitely gonna be going with like freaking 100%. It's just a pickle. It's a pickle. It's a pickle commercial. You get a pickle. The pickle 10. The 10-inch pickle. You gotta have that pickle that's 10 inches. I'm just gonna hold that right there. Just 10-inch Matthew. That the whole Timothy Chalamet. I have a Samsung A03. I'm still rocking two. I'm still rocking two OnePlus phones. That has Dunkin' Donut stickers on it. There you go. You got a goat on a skateboard with a donut, and you got glazed up top because I'm gonna be glazed at some point. Someone's gonna glaze my face. What? 60 minutes. What? Justin Harmon returns in The Tracker. Tracking the tracking. Pip, what do you got to say about all this? It's all crazy, right? Nothing's happened. You ain't danced yet. No Jalen Waddle touchdown yet. And I think he's got one catch currently, too. I think so. Tua Tagovailoa turned the ball over. Nice! That was a nice one. That was a nice touchdown, too. Pittman almost dropped that. That was a nice grab for him. Like, the way it looked like in real time, it looked like he was about to drop that. Yeah, Duck got beat on that one. Duck wasn't really expecting it to go to Pittman, so yeah, he definitely kept his eyes too much on Daniel Jones, so way too much on Daniel Jones. Again, not very upset. All right, so Tua and the Dolphins offense has to get going better. The Dolphins defense is showing nothing today, and then Tua basically after like what 6 plays basically threw the interception, which then gave the ball back to the Colts, and the Colts are basically dominating the stat line like they were already saying. Dolphins aren't doing great at all right now. So the X factor right now, the two X factors that I had for the game coming in here was Jim Irsay passing. The Colts want to like win for the late Jim Irsay, who passed away earlier this year. And then the Dolphins, that cut on their shoulder, that chip in the armor, what everyone was saying about the Dolphins being absolutely bad or being probably the worst team in the league. I was hoping that the Dolphins' X factor of having a chip on their shoulder was going to come in and get them going and playing better. But right now, it's looking more like the Dolphins just don't care, at least for the moment. Like defensively, I'm kind of concerned more so than I thought it was going to be. Like I was kind of had a little bit of concern on the secondary, but the defensive line has, yeah, they have one sack, but they're getting pushed around by the Colts offense, not their offensive line. Acham for a good like 4 to 5 yards. Now, let's see if the Dolphins can actually respond and actually get things going, because the last drive, again, the Dolphins' offensive line didn't do half bad, but you had like a couple, like two run plays where the one was positive, one wasn't. Tua fumbled the ball. It's definitely a bad day. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Can you see it? We can do. Can you feel it? We can do. It's a hard knock life. Wow. Oh man, I'm gonna go over and ask him something real quick. Let's see what he says.
To a sack fumble recovered by the
I'm still having a good time. I don't care. I'm seeing what Jorge is thinking about right now after that second turnover in a row by the Dolphins offense. Technically by Tua.
Colts got the ball back.
Yep, right off the bat.
10 at the Miami 42-yard line.
Yep, everything is set up like that. He is definitely on a delay compared to where I am right now, I think. Yeah, 100%. He's on delay.
You got that right. I'm glad we still got 2 quarters.
Yeah, we saw he's up 2 quarters.
I tell you about the offensive line.
Like I said, I'm checking in on my dude Jorge on his
Right
stream.
side, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
That ball's wide open in his hand, man.
Yeah, that one also. The first turnover was Tua. He overthrew it, let the ball sail, and right into the opposing team's arms. The second turnover, right off the bat, second play on the drive, was running, left the ball in his hand. He was doing like, ho, 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 and then frickin' fumbled it, and Xavier Howard picked that ball back up. So it's looking like right off the bat that the Dolphins are about to get absolutely blown out. The Dolphins don't look like they're here to play at all, which is a bit of a disappointment. I would say a bit of a disappointment. Again, am I going to be mad? Not really. Am I going to be disappointed? Yeah. But I'm not going to be mad. I don't think I care enough to be mad. I don't think it's good or healthy to be mad about this game or mad about losing this game. But I don't know what the Dolphins are going to do, like how they're going to like get Tua out of this setup, how they're going to get the offensive line to play better, how they're going to get the defensive line to play better. Like the defense, Anthony Weaver's defense needs to step up now. Like it just needs to play better. I wouldn't challenge. Yep, the Dolphins' defense is basically not doing anything at all. The Dolphins are going to give this game away 100%. It's about to be another 6 points for the Colts. The Dolphins came into Indianapolis sleepwalking 100%. You can see it right now. The defensive line is basically walking around, the secondary is walking around. The offense is just not even there. Tua does not care. I am now just waiting to press the +6 button. I'm now just waiting to put 16 points on the board right now because the Dolphins are just absolutely fumbling the game away. Yeah, the Colts are completely in rhythm, like they're saying. The Dolphins are not in rhythm whatsoever. They are absolutely bad. Jonathan Taylor, they're at least like doing something in the red zone right now and kind of being good. But yeah, no, it's gonna. I'm just my finger's on the 6 right now. My finger is sitting on the 6. The way they're operating and the way the Dolphins' offense is going, just do it. The Dolphins have not gone anywhere, and the Colts are just doing everything right now. Is it? I'm gonna wait before I put the 6 up. I don't know. I want to see that again before I put that up, just in case they actually review that and take that away. But my finger is right there. I want to see it again real quick because they're gonna review it. Did the ball cross the line though? They're not gonna review it. Oh wait, shit. They're not gonna review it though. They're not gonna review that. It doesn't look like the ball crossed the line. Are they not gonna? Are they? Do they not review the scores anymore? Because it didn't look like the ball crossed the line. Is it now you have to have like your butt cross the line and the ball doesn't matter? I'm kind of confused. Like I'm not gonna question the score, like them getting the touchdown or whatnot, but I'm questioning why it wasn't reviewed because that doesn't look like he did. We've had clear reviews of the ball crossing the line that they've had to go for a couple minutes of just searching and looking at different camera angles to be able to determine if it was across the line. That one, it didn't look like the ball crossed at all. It looked like his shoulder did, but the ball was on his chest, holding it like this. I would say at least give it a little bit of a review, but I'm kind of confused.
That's a lot to come back. And I can say they could. It's just the defense will have to tighten up. But a 17-0 Colts in the second quarter with 12:01 remaining.
Like I'm
See
definitely,
on scoreboards before I go back to the Dolphins.
yeah, I'm definitely making that comment real quick just to make sure I check with Jorge.
We have New Orleans beating Arizona 7-3. We have New England 7, LA Raiders 7. We have Pittsburgh 10, New York 9. We got Washington beating the Giants 7-0. Carolina and Jacksonville tied 3-3. Cincinnati and Cleveland tied 7-7. Atlanta beating Tampa Bay 7-0. Those are your early games, by the way.
Is he gonna look at it? I'm waiting for him to see because I'm waiting to see his opinion on that because I was hoping for a review because that didn't look like
Yeah,
a.
me too. I was gonna say something, but I said, nah, let me not say it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel bad for the defense right now, man. I'll be honest with you. I feel bad for the defense.
Why are the fins like this? I don't know. Put that back right there. I bet. Yeah, he is kind of right. The Dolphins needs to wake the fuck up. They're not playing correctly. They're not playing right, and they're definitely looking sleepy. Tua looks very rusty for some reason. Like, very rusty. And right off the bat, losing this game. Look, if Tua gets picked off again, I would probably start saying, all right, pull him out. Because we don't need, yeah, that would have right off the bat. That was right to the defender. That was not even to Ingold. Yeah, Tua and the Dolphins offense are being really bad. The Dolphins defense is playing like absolute shit. Well, they got a first down. Like, I'm wondering if the Dolphins will actually wake up and start playing correctly, or if they're gonna just keep playing the way they were playing, and this is just that team this year, which would be a bit of a disappointment. I was expecting better from the Dolphins, but hey, I can always be wrong. I'm a person who doesn't have the full information of how the team works. They need to talk. They need a talking to during the halftime. 100%. They need to go in that once again in the locker room. They need to rip into each other's assholes. They need to pull down their pants and put penis in butthole. They need to figure out what the hell is going on. Because offensively they're playing like ass. Defensively they're playing like ass. They need to get their stuff together. They're not playing good. They're playing pretty badly, and they're playing way worse than I thought that they were going to be. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't need to try to break H-An in two pieces. Okay, that's cool. Like, whoa. Whoa. Yeah, the offensive line looks like shit. Defensive line's playing like shit. Secondary for the Dolphins is playing like shit. Tua's playing like shit. I don't know what's happened, but sure. First down. Tanner Connor? Wait, what? Tanner Connor got a first down catch? No fucking shit. Okay. Cool. They got a first down. And it's the Tanner Connor. Okay. I would just rather take Tanner Connor than Julian Hill anyways. And to a sacked right off the bat blindside. Right off the bat blindside sack. Just straight on, unblocked. Tanner Connor was also not paying attention to that either, it looked like. The good thing is, though, that Cross also, basically when he sacked him, he grabbed Tua and basically turned him just the right way. So when Tua landed, he was not going to be landing like with his head hitting the ground. That was actually a really good sack. All right, they're calling a time. See, it's right there. Which that was actually a really good sack by Cross. Not only that, it was just like a free unblocked, just blindside sack, but also the way he grabbed and twisted Tua just so Tua wouldn't like go down more safely. That was actually pretty nice. It was a pretty nice textbook way to do a blind sack right there without absolutely destroying the quarterback. At least I can say it that way. It's actually really good in that sense. Dak Prescott.
Yeah, no, we kind of mind. Can you please go away, Dak?
All right, Dolphins are back on the field after a quick timeout. What? So that's what that's basically gonna be about. All right, it's third down. At least I got something like to Malik Washington for at least once. Third and 8. Now I kind of wish I would have waited until after this game. The Dolphins ticket for the Chargers game might have been cheaper. I was kind of hoping that like the because I got it for like $105 a ticket. I was hoping maybe the Dolphins come in and win a couple games. Chargers look good too. Tua sacked again. I was hoping the Dolphins were gonna look good. The Chargers look good, and then I might be able to resell my ticket for like double the price, which would have been pretty sick.
But no.
Oh, it's a baby. Oh, it's an ugly baby. It's an ugly baby. Like I was just like a Pampers commercial, just like right off the bat, just like crying babies. It's just like, yep, that's the Dolphins right now.
We look like little babies.
Like I said, I'm not freaking upset. Like it's a game. I have no effect on it, so it's just like, yeah. Oh, okay, that's a lot better looking of a baby. That one was not as completely fugly as the last one. Cause like there was a really fucking ugly baby. It's like, oh my god, that baby was ugly. Oh, it scars me that the baby's ugly. Gary. Like I said, once it gets to halftime, I'm probably gonna be standing up and I'm probably gonna be walking around for a minute. I'll switch cameras and you'll be able to see the whole room, which is gonna be kind of fun.
Jason Kelsey. All in one play.
Yeah. How much NFL in one place can he handle? All of it. Yes. Here we go. More!
So not all of it.
And there goes that, that's not good. I'm not some wing stop. Okay, I'm hoping that once halftime comes around, the Dolphins get their shit together. 17-0 is fine. Yeah, no, I've already. Oh, Busta. Okay, that might be the only other reason I would probably watch the MTV Music Awards, just to see Busta. Oh, great. Don't compare it to when they won the Super Bowl. Jesus Christ. I think that's I think that's saying a lot, like right off the bat, or like talking a bit too much out of their ass on that one. But yeah, the Dolphins need to go into halftime. They need to try not to give up any more points. Tyreek looks mad. He's got his helmet off, so that's not good. He's gonna probably be calling to be traded after this game. If the Dolphins do come out and lose as badly as it looks right now, if it continues the way that they're playing right now and they lose with no points, I can guarantee that we're gonna hear by Monday that Tyreek is requesting a trade. I can guarantee that. And Storm, fuck. Uh, and now we're even more injured. Well, this has been a lovely stream. I'm definitely. I'm not gonna end the stream by halftime. I'm gonna keep going to the end of the game. It's gonna be embarrassing for myself, maybe, but fuck it. It just sucks that now we've had 3 more injuries happen in this game. James Daniel now has an injured pec other than his ankle. D. Eskridge hurt his ankle, and now Storm Duck, our starting corner, is now also injured. Lovely. I really don't want to I really don't want to bring up the Dolphins' injuries as an excuse. I really do not want to this season. But once again, what who are the Dolphins going to have on either side of the ball at this point if we keep losing players? And it's going to be frustrating because we're going to basically be the team that is going to be the next we are Marshalls, if you know what I mean, but without a plane causing the problem. It's more so injuries on and off the field that are causing everybody to fall like flies, which kind of sucks. It really does. I don't want to have to talk about like injuries throughout the whole season about every player we have getting injured. I really don't want to have to do that. That kind of sucks. It also sucks that this is how the Dolphins start. Just just sucks. What is she telling me right now? How do I spell that? Oh, that's it. That's how you spell that. Okay. I'm also texting my friend. I have my other dude on his stream right here, so I can keep an eye on that.
Boom, boom, boom. He's a better mamma jamma.
Yep. Watch for Soul Douglas gets an interception like right off the bat or something. Jack Jones. But to be fair, I think yep. Yep. Dodson was almost there for an interception too. That would have been kind of funny. If it bounced off and like he just ran that in for a touchdown, that'd been sick. All right, come on, Miami. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Rasul Douglas with a tackle. Can the Dolphins defense actually stop them right here and lead them to a 3 and out? If a 2 million fall. Don't give up the first down, Miami. This is where the defense needs to really step up. And stopped. Dolphins defense, after Storm Duck went down, we actually stopped them. What? Is this the turn? Can the Dolphins go in the halftime with a touchdown? If the Dolphins can go in the halftime with the touchdown and not give up any more points, there might be a chance, I think, maybe. I'm just hoping we hear good news from D about D. Eskridge. They're gonna be running a fake punt, aren't they? Oh, we. Yep. First down for the Colts. First down for Colts, probably. Yep. Yep. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong for the Dolphins right now. Hello, Lucky. Hello. Oh, wait, no, that's right. You're a fox. That's what foxes sound like, by the way. That's a fox. That's an excited fox, by the way. So there you go. Hello. The Dolphins are messing up consistently and constantly. They now have an injury on the Colts. The Dolphins have already 3. How? Y'all? Everyone's good, I think. Except for the fact that the Dolphins are playing like booty. Finally did something on defense and then immediately ruined it by running into the kicker. Is this Baby No Money? I'm pretty sure this is Baby No Money on a Dick's commercial. Ah, man, it's gotta be an RSV commercial. They had some good music going on for a minute there. Just like, let's cut to an R. Yeah, this whole thing could be cut short. But RSV, get checked out if you're 60-year-old. Ask your doctor today. It's like, come on, that was a fucking banger. I was getting down for a minute. I was doing that white boy dance. I was excited. There was some good music for a minute there. Like, dang. Update from my Nullas. They look gorge. Oh! I'm guessing you fix them a little bit. Did you fix the placement, or did you like touch them up just a little bit yourself? You know, like the clip-on nails. All lies, all Matlock, all wine, all silk, all seats, all books. Matlock new season on October 12th. Awesome. Ooh. Oh shoot. I
wish my departure was delayed so I didn't have to watch the game.
Just saying. Hopefully he's gonna be okay, and it's not like a serious injury. Oh, non-contact. Oh gosh. Right where the hammy is too. New life. Yeah, that was kind of like a backbreaker. It was a 15-yard penalty. Almost intercepted. Rasul Douglas was coming in right off the bat and was about to make an impact on this game. I hope Duck is okay, because I have a duck now. This was this was gonna be the whole point. I had a chonky duck in a jersey, and it was gonna be like Storm Duck whenever he got an interception. Hopefully he's gonna be okay. That was out. That was out. That was 100% out. What is your favorite player on the Dolphins? Uh, Currently he's not playing right now. Currently he's injured, but my favorite player currently right now would be Ethan Bonner, just because he's an undrafted player. He's young, he's fast, he's a corner, and has not gotten his chance yet. And every single year he looks excited, he looks powerful, he looks fast, he looks ready to go, and then something comes up that prevents him. So I'm always gonna go with him right now. But if Oh, and that was a false start by the Dolphins. Yeah, as soon as I'm talking about that. Reduck the first. Yeah, but no, the Dolphins basically might as well get on the plane and go home at this point. They're absolutely getting in their own way. They're absolutely getting in their own way right now. Every chance they get. But it's gonna be a good day for Colts fans and Colts streamers, because the Colts are having a blast today. They're having a good day. They're having a good time. There's no issues. Everything's running good. They look strong. They look powerful. They look potent. The Dolphins just look like absolute shit. Oh, that game is delayed. I just saw it up in the corner, and it's just like a game is delayed. The Dolphins need something to change things up for them. 22 total yards versus 41 offensive yards. The Colts are just absolutely dominating right now. I'm just hoping, like I said, the Dolphins defense steps up, and so it's getting everything back in front of them, and stopping the Colts here and there on offense. It looks like they're starting to get in that groove of slowing the Colts offense down. But the Dolphins offense, I don't know what they're gonna do. They need to get that offense rolling. They need to work on it.
Rock and roll. I don't do the disco.
Now, she's probably now at work because she probably had a half day today. All right, it's 3rd and 10. Can the Dolphins stop the Colts today? Or at least right now. That'd be nice. Watch either the Colts get this or the Dolphins give them a reason to give them first down, like another penalty. Dolphins called another timeout. No more timeouts for the Dolphins. No, not really. The defense is starting to get some movement going. The offense is still a big problem. I don't know what the Dolphins are going to do offensively. I would hope they can at least try to get even a field goal attempt in before halftime. That would be nice. and then go into halftime, figure out what the hell is going on, and then try to mount a comeback in the second. They get to start the second half with the ball, so that's good. But I'm not sure. I'm kind of concerned. All right, the Colts are going for it. They're probably going to get it. It's 4th and 1. Seeing how the Colts' run game's going and how their passing game is going, it's looking very much likely that the Colts could probably get this unless they can get with the hard count, which is something that the Colts are usually a decent team at. Historically, I mean. Yep, first down easily for the Colts. So, yeah, the Dolphins have no shot at getting points, and the Colts are going to get another touchdown on this drive. So, let me get my clicker set up on the 6-point mark just so when the Colts get another touchdown, I can just quickly just go click right there because it's what's going to happen, and the game's going to be over by halftime because the Dolphins aren't able to do a goddamn thing today. I don't know who went to Indianapolis, but it wasn't the Dolphins. The Dolphins are definitely not playing today. It is like, I think maybe the local football team, the local club football team in Miami. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Well, they wouldn't even have the ball right now if Matt Judon did not run into the kicker. They would not have the ball right now if they would not have caused another penalty, and they would not have the ball right now if they would, actually not be playing like absolute ass. I was hoping that they were going to start playing better, but they're not. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. But I guess there is something good that comes out of the Dolphins losing today. I'll be able to sleep better going at least this next week. I'll be able to sleep better and not be worried or like looking forward to this upcoming game against the Patriots as much. Because now I know the Dolphins are probably going to lose every single game, and my prediction video was completely wrong. So at least that's kind of good. At least I can be happy about that. Blah. I can be happy about that. That I'm not gonna have to be worried about it at all. But yeah, also, starting next week, all Dolphins streams will be on the Aquavale Sports channel, just like this thing up here is saying right now. This thing right here, I'm trying to like touch it with my hands, but I can't see it actually physically. This right here, down in the description, link to the Aquavale Sports channel. Because that's where these streams are going to be from now on. After this one, it is all going to be going over there, which is going to be a bit more fun. I'm gonna have to recreate this for next weekend, which is gonna be also fun. Unless I just keep using this one and just like updating it every like once a week or whatever, but probably not. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, the Dolphins absolutely the Dolphins defense is basically giving everything up again. I was excited about the Dolphins' defensive line. I was expecting them to have like the big bodies to be able to stop the run, the linebackers to be able to stop the run, but right now they're being absolutely pushed around by the Colts' offensive line. That is kind of depressing. I would say it's a bit depressing to see that everything I was coming into with like every expectation I had coming into the season, it was completely wrong. That kind of sucks. And the way the Dolphins are playing, it kind of sucks to see. Yeah, and the Colts are already getting ready to just leave. Oh, look, Peyton.
I just saw Peyton Manning, yeah.
Yeah, no. If you can run the ball, just run the ball. That's the thing. The Dolphins' offensive line cannot run block, cannot pass block right now. The Dolphins' defensive line can't run block. They can't rush the pass. I don't. I'm like I said. I am just disappointed that the fact that I came in assuming. And when it comes to assuming, I was always taught growing up never assume because assuming makes an ass out of you. And to be fair, I feel like an ass right now because I was assuming that the Dolphins' offensive line was going to look better. It doesn't. I was assuming the defensive line was going to look better. It also doesn't. So unless something happens in the second half where the Dolphins come out and absolutely change things around, I think it's over. The Colts are going to get their first win in 11 years. Loses yards. If I were the Colts, I would probably go for the field goal. Yep. That makes perfect sense to go for that. It kind of does, but oh yeah, I wasn't not looking at the timeouts right there. Yeah, they're gonna go in the half with the win on that one. I'm probably gonna go pee real quick and then change the camera to the full room angle so then I can be stand. Johnny Smith with a 3 yard touchdown for the Steelers. 17-19 right now when it comes to Steelers Jets, which is kind of strange. New England's beating Las Vegas right now, 10-7. Let's see. Can we get a kick six? That'd be fucking insane. Kick six it or a doink? No, it's just a straight up into the field goal uprights. Field goal for the Colts. It is now 20-0. This is a massive deficit for the Dolphins to try to come back from. It's gonna be halftime, and like I said, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'm gonna be moving around the room for a little bit because I want to. So there is that. Let me move this stuff like this for the minute. So all that is right here. I can just adjust this after the moment. Set this to this one. That is the room screen, which is not as great looking, I don't think, as the other camera. It's a little bit more jittery, I think. Yeah, a little bit more jittery. 100% more jittery. It's not that good when it comes to the 30 FPS run compared to the other camera. Like this one right here is usually a little bit better at that 30 FPS compared to the one that's on right now. This one though is really good when it comes to 60 FPS. It's very smooth. But when you go from 60 to the 30, it just goes wonky. But I will be back. I'm gonna go pee. I'm actually gonna mute the microphone for a minute. I had to go to the bathroom, so let's see what this is saying right here. I got disconnected. What? No. Uh-oh. Okay. Jorge also ended his stream for the day, which that kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. I have everything I need right here, which means I can turn this phone off for right now until I think Dirk is gonna be coming on soon, possibly. But at least I can move around right now and get like some, you know, air. I'm not gonna go this way right now because I don't have my shoes on. I don't have socks on, so I don't want people to see my feet because that is where the weird stuff comes along, and that's not gonna happen. Meow 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 meow. Bullshit, motherfucking ass now. Meow 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 meow. Meow. But like I said, it kind of sucks because, you know, I have the duck in a jersey, as you can see. Look at the duck. Now it's useless because Storm Duck is injured, it looks like, which kind of sucks. We have Pip, but, you know, Dolphins offense isn't working either, so he's kind of useless right now. We got the Zach Thomas jersey in the hat, and we got Danger with a hat in the background, but you can't really see Danger because we have other things in the way right now. It's fun. Please don't fall. I'm gonna try not to, but if I fall, I fall. The good thing is I can get back up. That's the good part. But yeah, now I can move around and not be on my butt, and I can go shuffle over this way. I got slippers on now. You can't see my feet. You cannot see my feet. I got slippers on. My feet are safe from the perverts who want to see feet. I should be good, but yeah, no, I get to move around. I get to like wriggle them hips a little bit, you know. I'm trying to stay. Ooh, the Saints end zone looks really freaking good right now, and those gold jerseys look pretty nice. But I'm trying to skirt around talking about the Dolphins and what they need to do, because like I'm trying to digest what happened. I'm trying to digest it a little bit, you know, because it's a bit disappointing. I'm just trying to digest some of what I'm feeling. The Dolphins are playing bad everywhere of the field, on both sides of the ball right now, and on special teams. It's amazing how badly the Dolphins are playing right now. Like, absolutely amazing how badly they're playing. It's kind of incredible, I would say. It's one of the best bad games that they could have had to start the season, might I say. They look like bad players on offense. They look like they're sleeping most of the time on defense. Their special teams is getting injured and then causing penalties that gives the opposing team another first down, so they keep the ball. It is not looking good. I would not even doubt that if the Dolphins got in field goal range, that the new kicker we have would either doink the football or would absolutely miss the uprights at this point in time. Everything that could go wrong for the Dolphins is going wrong. Tua has thrown a pick and fumbled the ball. The offensive line's not opening up running lanes for the running backs. The wide receivers are not getting away from any of the coverages. The offensive line is basically letting people come in and get to Tua consistently and constantly. The defensive line is being pushed around by the Colts offensive line. The Dolphins secondary is not doing as good as it should be doing. It's actually doing about as badly as everyone was kind of saying, mostly. Actually, I can't say that because they are keeping it up in the front. They're definitely keeping the Colts, keeping the ball like right near the line of scrimmage. They're keeping everything in front of them, not letting too many big plays happen, which is kind of good, but it's still not happening. I know it's very confusing, Lockie. I am sorry. It's just we are having a very bad day for the Dolphins. Yes. It's not going well. Everything, like I said, everything that could go bad is going bad. Special teams, D. Eskridge, right off the bat, hurt. Right off the bat. And he looked explosive right off that bat, too. And then immediately is hurt. He's done probably for this season somehow because injuries with the Dolphins is a thing that's coming along right now and happening. And then we get a very good chance. The defense finally steps up and does something, and then Matt Judon, who never is on special teams, commits the biggest special teams penalty you can make, which is running into the kicker on a punt. Which gives the Colts the first down, which gets them all the way down the field, waste all the clock, and get another field goal to go in the halftime. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. I would hope during halftime. One, Tyreek Hill is losing his fucking mind right now. He is probably going off on everybody at the moment. He's probably just losing it and going off on everybody. I would not doubt that McDaniel is also being hard. I would not doubt that the team captains, some of them, not including Tua, because I don't know if Tua even cares at the moment, the way he looks playing with the ball. I think I'm hoping, if anything, not thinking, I'm hoping that somebody lights a motherfucking fire up under their asses. Because right now, that X Factor I gave them, the chip on their shoulder from all of the bad talk that the media has been doing, all the bad talk the fans have been doing, is looking like not an X, but, an O. Like a glory hole of, yeah, pretty much we expected this. And basically wrapping your mouth around that, dick of disappointment. That's a nice pictured analogy, I think, right there. Just a big hole in the wall, and the Dolphins are just looking at it like, that's a nice big dick. I'm going to suck that because I want to suck. I want to suck. And they suck it. All the disappointments. I love that. I love that. It's just how it's going to go. I'm going to keep watching the game. I'm not going to stop streaming it. The Dolphins are probably going to lose. It would actually be funny if it gets to 40-0. I'm still going to be here. I don't think it's right to leave, but I'm hoping anybody lights a fire into their asses and they get going. Because 20-0, that you can still come back from that. We've seen worse. We've seen larger comebacks, like Kim K. But, we can come back from this maybe if they can get everything going right. I doubt it, but, it is. I doubt they're going to do it, but I want to hope. What the fuck is it? Is it a show called the DMV? Really? How are they going to make the DMV funny and entertaining? What the hell is this? I know, I'm probably going to be one of the few Dolphins fans that's going to be, here, just, still excited and still ready to watch the game and, try to communicate and talk with people, regardless if they're, Dolphins fans, Fins fans, Bills fans, Patriots fans, or Jets fans, which I'm going to have. Only fan I'm not going to be able to have on stream at any point this season is going to be a Bills fan, surprisingly. I don't know a single Bills fan at the moment. That's sad. I will be having a Patriots fan on stream next week, and I will be having a Jets fan hopefully during the Jets Monday Night Football game. Hopefully he will be able to show up. But I will have fans of other teams coming on, to have fun with, chat and, bullshit with, fight a little. I might get into a fist fight, you never know. Probably not. But yeah, we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun, probably. Like I said, I'm just hopefully the second half is not as bad. Because if the second half is as bad as the first half, I think it's gonna be a very, very long Saturday. I think it's gonna be very long. Yeah. Okay. Also, you can see the lighting. I got a light over here. I have a light back here for a little bit of a kind of like a backlight. I got a backlight over there. I got another light right there. I got the camera right here for in the main seating position. You can see the seat. You can see my Abby, the Absol, right here. You can see that. You can see my bookshelf. You can see my Madoka Magica poster and my Dolphin stuff right here. This is why I like this setup. Just because since the last time I was doing Dolphins content, there's no bed back here anymore. No bed. It's just couch. There's a mini fridge now. bed's on the other side of this wall in a different room. We have more room, more usability for streams and whatnot, which is also pretty awesome. And if you can't see it, hi Jorge. I went to the dollar store. How's the dollar store, dude? And yeah, Abby the Absol. This is Abigail. She is my Absol. She might be the one I get a Mega Stone for Pokemon Legends ZA. Because I love Abby.
Oh, look! It's Peyton Manning! Peyton Manning!
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, that's right. If you want to see more sports-related content and streams, one, link in the description to my sports channel, Aquavale Sports. That's where I'm going to be streaming this series of Dolphins content starting next week against the Patriots. Forevermore, Aquavale Sports. Right down in the description if you want to go follow for like Dolphins content, F1 content, MLS content, any kind of sports content. Also, possibly a 3-day worth vlog again for me going to the Dolphins-Chargers game. That's going to be on Aquavale Sports. Here on YouTube. Again, link in the description if you want to go follow that for that stuff. And Jorge is here. Sports Night with Jorge. Go follow Sports Night with Jorge. Good guy. He was streaming the first half of the Dolphins game. And should be very soon. Should be Dirk with the Frozen Fins fan. Should be also coming in to stream the second half of the Dolphins Colts game as well. He's a good guy. He's growing very rapidly when it comes to stuff. Yeah, look at the quarterback comparison. 5 for 7, 42 yards, and an interception. 17 to 22, 197 yards touchdown, and 13-yard rushing for Daniel Jones versus Tua Tagovailoa. And the second half is getting ready to start. So we're going to get into the chair, get more comfortable. Dolphins should be starting with the ball this second half. Let me go back over here. Dolphins should be getting the ball to start as we get back in the chair. Who is spamming with the mail hearts? I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of more disappointed than upset, Jorge. I'm more disappointed because everything I thought was going to happen is not happening right now when it comes to the Dolphins. I was expecting a little bit different of a game. I was expecting a bit more effort from the Dolphins. I was expecting the defensive line to be a bit more brutish and bullying of an offensive line. And I was expecting the Dolphins' offensive line not to be as bad. $43 plays versus 44 yards. That's bad. The least amount of yards to start in the first half since 91. Wow. Oh yeah, Dirk's on right now. Is he on right now? I wasn't sure when he was going to start. But the Dolphins should have the ball now. It should be third quarter. Let me get that set up. Let me get over here for me. Excuse me. Yes, Lockie. How is you doing? Okay, he's not going live until 3:15 p.m. I wish he was going right now. I'm just hoping the Dolphins can actually start going. I hate school. School's never fun, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it, Lockie. You gotta do the school. Don't make me do fox noises. I will do fox noises and screech to the microphone to make you go to do your schoolwork. And yeah, we really do, Jorge. I was hoping once we got the ball back after the kick, we were going to get it before the halftime, at least a field goal. But then Judon hitting the kicker, that kind of ruined any of that. Well, there goes that. Oh, I did that. Okay, yeah, my finger, I fucked that one up. Oh no. Oh no. I did not do that right. Oh no. That was not good. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh balls. Ollie Gordon's in the game. They're not going to get this either way, I don't think. I want to see if they can actually run the... Never mind, Ollie Gordon had a hole for the first down. I was kind of worried because the Dolphins' offensive line was not doing good in opening up running lanes. But that worked. That worked. It did. I would hope we can continue. Actually, I did kind of put Pip back in the right spot. Let me double check. Yeah, let me get him right where he needs to be. My nail fell off again. No! You messed up the gluing then, maybe. It might not be glued properly. Now, what's going on with the Jags game? It's been delayed for like the last half hour. Like, I'm going to check that real quick because, like, I don't know why that game has been delayed as long as it has been. What are you doing? Jaguars. Yes, I saw that. Tua has to play a lot smarter. He's not playing very smart today. Delay. See if I can find any information on that. Due to weather specific. Oh, lightning delay. Waddle. And looks like Waddle's hurt. Waddle's hurt. God dang it. Waddle's looks like he hurt his elbow or his hand. Awesome. Lovely. That's lovely. The Miami Injureds. That's what we are right now. The Miami Injureds. Or is it shoulder? It could be the jam shoulder. Yeah. Is in Miami Dolphins? Yeah. Yeah, but now he's injured, and now the Dolphins definitely going to lose this game. 100% probably. It sucks. But you can't really do anything about it. Picked off again. Tua threw another interception right after Waddle was injured. Oh, it really is. It really is. I have to see that again. Who he's trying to throw to? But I know nothing changed. Who's he throwing to? Yeah, no, Tua was not paying attention. That was, again, 100% Tua not even paying attention to Luatu. Yeah, I think Dirk should probably not come in. With how this is going, I think he should probably, if anything, not stream. How many are hurt? It's hard to put a number on it because there's so many that I don't know. There's so many injuries right now. It's not going great. It's not going good at all. Yeah, the duck was actually a curse. The duck was a curse. No, the duck was a curse. Oh God, no. Why do you have to curse us, fat duck? What the heck? I think the duck was a curse. We thought the duck was going to be, good luck charm, but no, it was the opposite. It was the opposite of what we wanted. Oh, pain. Another Mountain Dew. Just the pain. Oh, shit. Oh. Let me try to get into my chair without dying. Yeah, no, it's just pain. Painfulness. Just painfulness. I wonder what the Tony and Ziva NCIS. I still don't know what the point of NCS Tony and Ziva is gonna be about. Really, I'm kind of concerned with that. Is it just gonna be like a kind of a cash grab to bring back Tony and Ziva, or is it actually gonna be a show that's gonna like elevate NCIS again? Because it's kind of been on a little bit of a downward spiral for the last fucking what, 5, 7 years? But I do like those two characters. Oh well, thank you for subscribing, Crimson Desert. I did not get a single bit of notification, or I probably had my headphones off and was not listening, which kind of sucks. Daniel Jones through the air. Nice. Nice. That was a nice play. Wow. Danny Dimes came today. Actually, no, that was out of bounds. He only had one. I would challenge, right? McDaniel did not challenge enough. Either way, that was a nice play. And we reached 600 subscribers. 600. One. Okay. I didn't. Okay, the slow mo and putting it in was actually the right thing for him to do. Yep. They're about to get another touchdown, so I'm going to have to put my hand over there in a minute. The Dolphins have basically just given up on life. Let me fix that real quick. Let me get my... It's kind of getting disappointing. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Getting my mouse ready to put 6 more points on the board. Again, this is going to be the last time the Dolphins are going to be streamed on this specific channel. If you read up in here and look down in the description area, I will be moving all this kind of content down to Aquavale Sports. Link in the description if you want to follow that, as well as a vlog coming up in the next coming weeks of going to a Dolphins game. Yes. A nice 5-hour drive down to where I'm going to be staying, and then, you know, watching the Dolphins play the Chargers. It's gonna be fun. If you want to see that stuff, like I said, it's gonna be over there. Link in the description for the Aquavale Sports channel. But that was and this is a good drive for the Colts right now. The Dolphins are looking basically to go home at this point. They are looking like they are ready to just go home. They don't want to be playing today, it looks like. Like, defensively, they're trying, but offensively, and there's a flag. There's a flag. I will at least be doing like a vlog, the drive down, vlog the morning of, during, and after the game, and then like a vlog on the way home, basically. I don't know if I'm gonna like do any kind of like live stream during the game. I might like upload like a short or like a video during the game or while I'm there. I don't really have that much service. I'm on a capped plan for my cell phone service, so I don't have like unlimited data to be able to stream or like live stream like my my trip to the game. But I will probably be like recording on the way down, probably recording during the game and whatnot, certain events and whatnot, and then recording on the way back. I just don't have, unless I pay more for like unlimited service for my phone, then maybe, but I don't think I'm gonna do that because I don't use it usually, and I don't really want to spend $55 to $60 for cell phone service that I'm barely ever going to use. That might be used like once a year. When I can pay $30 right now. Oh! Is there going to be a flag? But yeah, no, I'm paying like $30 right now for like 5 gigs of service about for like a month period. I don't really want to change that up to like $60.
Boo! We want to run up the score. Boo!
That's what that one feels like, to be honest. It feels more like they just want to run up the score. Buddy, look up. Look up, buddy. You gotta look up, buddy. Buddy, you gotta look up, buddy. I still can't believe the Giants let Tommy DeVito go. Like, really? You weren't even paying him, really. He's a good guy, though. I kind of feel bad for that. Crimson Demon. Oh, it is Crimson Demon. Crimson the Demon. When regrets to trade away from Shake. Not really. This was 8 hours ago on the Fin Fanatic. The Dolphins are one aggressive trade away from shaking up the AFC East. How so? How so? Pull off a massive David Njoku trade. No, it's not. It wouldn't change a thing, especially with how the Dolphins are playing today right now. I don't know how that would make any sense. How just trading for a tight end would immediately fix every single problem the Dolphins are having right now. Let me know. What do you think about that? Would trading for Njoku have any effect on how the Dolphins are playing right now? Would it change anything? I don't think so. Especially with all the injuries we're having now already. Dang it. Mariah. Oh, shit. Mariah Carey. Oh, that's not what I wanted, actually. I pressed the wrong button. It's this one and that one, and it is 6-1, 6-1, 6-1. Field goal, field goal. One. Oh, wait, no, I'm pressing the wrong one. They're all in the wrong location. That's 2 of those. Do another shit. Was it 3 touchdowns or was it 3 field goals? Either way, there we go. We're at 21, I think. I might be a bit stupid, but I'm trying. 23. Okay, it's 23. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Put in Zach Wilson for icing on the cake. At this point, Tua's single-handedly given up 3 turnovers himself, and the game looks absolutely miserable for the Dolphins. Oh, D's okay. Whew, I thought D was hurt. I thought he was going to be out. Nice. That was what I was putting as the Colts X for the game. Their main thing for the game was going to be like fighting for Ursay. And they're definitely playing a lot better for Ursay. And Tua's still in the game, by the way. Deep ball to Tyreek, first down. Jalen Waddle's okay. Tyreek's off the field. He looked a little shaken up a little bit. Like I said, I don't know if Dirk's gonna want to even stream. He might. He's probably still going to. But after seeing how bad this is going right now, I don't know if he would want to. Because to be fair, if it was me coming in and seeing the Dolphins down 23, seeing all the stats going on right now, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. Yeah, every single possession was a turnover. Was a turnover basically. Interception, fumble, punt, and then interception. It's just not looking good. I'm still gonna be here. I'm still hyped. HM for the first down, and then some. Well, we got some offensive movement now. But right now, it's looking closer to like it's gonna be like I still could possibly get the perfect score. I could probably still get the score right, and then just have it backwards. That'd be kind of funny if I got the score backwards. Tyreek Hill looks like he's going off the field. Yeah, I think Tariq is taking himself out. He did hit the back of his head, and he is a bit wobbly a little bit. Yeah, that's not good. They're about to rush in. I don't think he got his foot down. Yeah, he didn't have his foot down. He Yeah, he did not get the foot down. Third and 6. Can the Dolphins convert, or is it just going to be another wasted drive? Another wasted drive. You're down 23. Just go for it. Just go for it. At this point, just go for it. You're already the game's already basically over. Okay. Technically the game's pretty much over at this point in time. They've done absolutely nothing on offense. Have done absolutely nothing on defense. And as soon as I saw him hit the back of his head on the floor, on the ground, I was expecting him to basically go off and get it checked for concussion. He's definitely going to be saying stuff about being traded again, which I kind of don't doubt that. Yeah, just take Tua out at this point because it's a fucking goddamn disappointment with how the Dolphins are playing. Kickboxer in self-defense. Where is it? All right, he still has it. Look like he's gonna still keep going and still stream, so that's gonna be interesting. Looks like he's coming in for at least a fourth quarter, which kind of sucks because he's missing the entire second half, basically. What? technically that's not counterfeit money. It's just not U.S. currency money. It's like a fake money. So yeah, he doesn't have to burn his face off the dollar bill that he made. Yeah, that was weird. James Daniels was injured and was active today. So I was kind of confused with that. But other than that, we were also having more injuries happen today as well. Waddle getting his shoulder brought in. D. Eskridge also messing up his ankle a little bit. Then coming back in and being able to play, which is wild. Tyreek Hill looks like he might have a concussion. Who else got injured today? Because I'm like, it's a blur right now. Everything is a blur at the moment with just how bad the Dolphins are basically playing at the moment. This entire game has looked like a different team came in and were playing for the Dolphins compared to the Dolphins. No one looks like they want to be out there. No one looks like they're ready to be playing. Everyone looks like they're still in preseason mode. Maybe because they got rid of the fourth game. Maybe that's what it is. They still think it's preseason. I don't know. Yeah, they scored on every single possession. And they're still going to be going, okay, so that's pretty much it for the game. The Dolphins are basically done today. So for the rest of the game, it's mostly just going to be like hanging out and chilling and chatting with people, pretty much. That's what this is going to be now. Because I don't think there's anything to be too excited about for the Dolphins. I'm still going to be kind of happy and kind of like, at least, chill. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not going to get mad over this. It's not worth it, I don't think. It's a bit disappointing, but that's about where I'll keep that. I've already said everything I can say about the Dolphins. There's nothing else I can really say about how they're playing because that's basically how they are today. That's about it at that point. Yeah, now they're talking about the edge rushers. Yeah, no, it's not happening. It's not happening at all. Yeah, they bring up the point that they were fourth ranked defense last year. Right now, they look like the 31st ranked defense. They just don't look good. And I'm trying not to keep saying it because, like, all I'm doing is repeating myself now. That they just don't look good defensively on the defensive line. Their linebacker core is not playing very well either. Offensive line's not looking good at all. Tua's looking like rookie season. It's just not good. It's just really, really not good. And I'm kind of starting to question should the Dolphins pull Tua out and just throw like Zach Wilson in or Quinn Ewers in there just to give them some kind of reps. Take some of the main starters out because there's no point in getting any more injuries. We're already starting to have more injuries pop up. We're starting to have they had a blitz on that one. Uh, are they going to actually go for it? If they do, they'll be able to get it. They've already got a fourth down. Yeah, they've already got the fourth down conversion done. Yep, it's easy. Like I said, it's easy right now. The Colts are able to do anything. Don't be. Yeah, look at McDaniel. If right now, I would not be surprised if after this game, I think it would not be as surprising if after this game ends, Tyreek Hill asks for a trade, and then Mike McDaniel unceremoniously gets fired right off the bat. I am not a McDaniel hater. I'm just saying that's something that that could possibly happen with how embarrassing of a start this is to the season. Because that's kind of it's kind of an embarrassing way to start the season. Just come in and look like you aren't even an actual team. And I don't want us to agree on that. I just think it's highly it's high it's just highly embarrassing. It's not how you want to start a season. It's not how you want the fans to see you play. It's not how you want the media who's been bashing you all off season to see you as. There's gonna be so many people that are gonna come out of the woodworks and be like, "This is exactly what we thought this team was going to be," and it's gonna drop the Dolphins into the worst team in the league talk, and that just sucks. I think I think that sucks more than the loss. Like I think that sucks more than the loss because it's just proving the air quote haters correct that the Dolphins are what everybody says they are. Now, if McDaniel doesn't get fired just randomly, just some like off the wall, out of left field, just fire after the first game kind of a thing. What do the Dolphins do to be better against the Patriots next week? What is the key things the Dolphins need to do to be better? Because it is question what it is. Because right now it's basically everything. There's so much that the Dolphins have a problem with right now based on this game. And now Minka Fitzpatrick's also injured. That's not good. Yeah, I don't know. If anything, I'll maybe make a breakdown of it as well. I know you'll probably make a breakdown on it. We started the year the same way we ended it last year with injuries. Yep, we're just getting injured all over the place. Move that right there. Then we're gonna be getting the Colts another 6 points or 3 points again. It's probably gonna be a breakdown after this. I know you're gonna be doing a breakdown as well, Jorge. But it's been coming soon, a whole year. About 15 more minutes until Dirk should be getting on the stream tonight, or try to stream the second half. I don't know if he actually is or not. Kevin. Kevin? Why would anyone give a shit about that? What? Yeah, Jets looking better than Miami. Yeah, the Jets look good. The Patriots look good right now. The Bills are probably going to look good later. I think they're playing later today. I don't like this guy. Whoever this guy is. Is this Dan Newland? He looks weird. I don't like this guy. Yeah, no, I don't like him. His blue eyes are piercing. They make me feel weird.
I don't know. I don't like that guy.
Uh, but yeah, no, it's. I don't know what else I could talk about other than how bad the Dolphins look. It's so hard. It's so hard. I would say it's so hard. It's like so hard. Take this right here. Everything right here is good. Oh, hope he doesn't. He's still scheduled to go live for the fourth quarter, but to be fair, it's kind of brutal. I don't know if he should, because all it's gonna be is just bad talk and just like upsetness, if you know what I mean. And he does have more followers, I would say, than us that are a bit more aggressive. Like True Talk is a bit more aggressive in his hatred of like Tua and whatnot, and he's gonna be going off 100%. I just I'm concerned with him coming in like halfway into the fourth quarter for like maybe a 20-minute stream coming in. And I'm pretty sure it's mostly because he's getting back late from, uh, church and whatnot. But right now, it's just not a great game to be coming into. Because the game is over. The Dolphins lost. Just, just go for it. Just go for it. It's already worked out. You can just get. It's not gonna matter. Just go for it on fourth down. You're gonna get it. Doesn't matter. The Dolphins defenses can't stop them. No, I doubt it. I doubt that because it looks really bad. This is gonna be really bad. It's a brutal recap because it looks so bad optically. In every way you look at it, it just looks bad. Because it's a complete dismantling of the Dolphins entirely. Like completely. This is the only blowout today. Like the only true blowout, I would say. Because the Dolphins just are bad on all points of the ball. Almost another touchdown. Yeah, it's a complete walkaway blowout. Yeah, so the recap is just going to be absolutely miserable to actually piece together. 100% miserable to piece together. So, yeah. So like I said, what's gonna suck is Dirk's gonna get on, and it's gonna be like we just gave up another touchdown. Like if he was coming in like during actually at halftime, that'd be a different story. But like right now, he's coming in, and the Dolphins are about to give up another touchdown, and that kind of feels that kind of sucks. Like I said, it sucks. Completely not how I was expecting the game to go. Which you can obviously tell. Yep, 30-0. I don't even know if the Dolphins can even. I don't know what they're gonna do on offense. Do they put out their starting offense? Do they put Tua out there? Do they put in the second string unit? Do they? What's up, dude? How you doing today? You guys are doing freaking awesome today. You know. Again, I'm mostly just disappointed in the Dolphins. I'm not mad about losing or anything, especially since the Colts have been absolutely playing like freaking monsters today for Ursay, to be honest. Like I said, that X factor for of Ursay passing for the Colts has just been the better X factor than the Dolphins' chip on their shoulder. 100%. The Colts are just a better team right now. I don't know what happened with the Dolphins. I'm guessing, like I said, that they got off the plane in Indy and they're just like, yeah, we're just not gonna play today. I don't know. Disappointing, yes, but you know it is what it is. I'm not gonna be upset. I'll be disappointed, not mad. If you know what I mean. Like I'm just gonna be disappointed with how the Dolphins are just absolutely not performing the way I was expecting them to, and like coming in and playing like absolute booty hole. But then I can be excited for the Colts because they're actually looking really good. Unless it's just the Dolphins are that ass. I don't know. But then again, when you think about it, the Chiefs did lose to the Chargers Friday night, so things could be a bit weird. I don't know. And Dirk's still not on. I'm hoping everything's okay with Dirk because Dirk should be streaming right now. But like I said, yeah, just ass, dude. The Dolphins are just ass. Like I said, I was expecting them to not be this bad. I was expecting a lot more, but as this game just right off the bat, I was wanting to see this game specifically just to see how the Dolphins were going to be. But no, no, they're just like coming in, just like, yeah, no, our offensive line sucks, our defensive line sucks, our corners kind of suck, our secondary sucks, our linebackers suck, our quarterback sucks. It's the year of suck. I made the great analogy during halftime that the Dolphins are looking at a glory hole with a giant dick of disappointment, you know? Which is a great analogy and is exactly what's happening right now. Just completely sucking on that disappointment dick. Now, there's only one thing. A kickoff like a muffed punt and giving the ball back up to the Colts is like the only other thing that they haven't done yet, other than maybe like a safety for 2 points. That would make it even better. How about this? Tua gets sacked like 20 yards, line up at the line of scrimmage. He backs up into the end zone and gets another sack and 2 points. That would actually no. I don't think that one I wouldn't be mad at. That one I'd be actually pretty hyped about because it's just like pure suck. At that point, that would be pure suck. Unless he throws a pick six right now, which also would be good. I'm still surprised that Tua's even out there still. I would have assumed that they would have pulled Tua already. What is this? I would have assumed that they would have pulled Tua, but they're just going to keep him out there. At this point, the game is over. Tyreek is off the field right now. I would have assumed that they would have taken the starting offense out and just been like, "Yep, it's over. Let's not injure any more of our starters because we keep having injuries this game." But no, they're gonna just keep everybody out. Now, the one person who has not gotten a pick yet was Xavier Howard. First down for Waddle. I was actually kind of wondering if like Howard was gonna do anything. Though I did in my score prediction video make comment of Xavier Howard being worse off when it comes to like falling off than Jalen Ramsey, so I wasn't putting too much respect on Xavier Howard's name, mostly because he's built more as a ball hawk and not really super great in coverage per se, and he did take a whole year off as well. But he's not been doing too bad. You haven't heard his name at all, so except for like one sack, I think. Tua's running concussion. Damn it. Well, that comeback would have happened. Should have happened like what, half an hour ago? An hour ago? When it came to halftime, I was hoping, if anything, the Dolphins would at least come out after halftime with the ball and maybe get like a field goal or a touchdown at minimum. No, they gave up the ball again. I'm just waiting for Tua to throw another interception. I'm just waiting, or a sack, or a concussion. Deep throw, and out of bounds. It was a good throw, though, but it was out of bounds. Yeah, one day if a chance, get a Dolphins or go to the Dolphins. I have tickets to go to a Dolphins game this season, but well, actually, I could get a Dolphin stuffed animal. I got the penguin. I have a duck for a storm duck. But yeah, it was completely out. Do not, I swear to God, McDaniel, do not throw a challenge. Achan, first down and then some. Achan all the way down to the 6-yard line. Can the Dolphins actually at least get a pity touchdown? Can they get a pity touchdown? Oh my God. Can I be happy for just getting a pity TD? I want some pity tutties. I'm just saying. That would be nice. Just a double pity titty. I'm just saying. And goal. And one and goal. Yeah. First and goal. It would be... That might have actually been a delay of game. Never mind. That could have been a delay of game. No one's going to say anything. They're just going to go for it. Yeah, just hand the ball off. Don't give the ball to Tua. Tua's gonna like throw that away. Oh, burp. I did. That was like fucking 4 days ago. What are you talking about? That was like 4 days ago, Nintendo. What the heck? I got an email from Nintendo saying, "Hey, your Nintendo online payment has gone through, 5.5 days ago. Yeah, we're just now gonna let you know that you renewed your Nintendo Online." It's not been playing. Absolutely whiffed it again. Good job, Tua. Woo! I wish I had beer right now. I think I would have a much better time if I had beer, actually. Yeah, that would have been actually, if Howard has not had a lost step with his age and injury history, That would have been a textbook pick six from Xavier Howard, actually. It would have been textbook. Like old school classic. First like 4 or 5 years, Xavier Howard. That would have been a pick six. Like that's a perfect route for him to jump. Oh, sack fumble. Nope. Completely nothing. Tanner Connor was not pulling that one in. Not at all. It's 4th and goal. Do the Dolphins just go for a pity field goal? Are they just going to go for a tut? Or are they going to try? Are they going to go for a tutty?
They're just bad.
Come on. Come on, Miami. But fumble the shit out of this somehow. Oh, flag? Good. That is brilliant. It kind of is, but it kind of is as bad as it gets for a Dolphins fan, but you know, that's actually kind of funny. 12 men on the hut. Brilliance.
But it's so good.
We're the greatest bad team in the world right now. We're at 4th and goal. We also took a penalty for 12 men on the field before we even got out of huddle. And Tua's gonna get sacked. Nope. Why would you throw it behind the line of scrimmage? Touchdown, AJ! What the fuck? How? How? He basically got through like 17 people. What the fuck? This is stupid. This is so stupid. That's exactly how we would do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how they do it. He fucking gets hit by like 17 people and gets the touchdown. They're going for 2. Holy shit. Why just go for 1? Just go for the field goal. Oh, just get the extra point. It's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. I'm losing my mind right now, if you could not tell. Out of delay of game. Oh, timeout. Pittsburgh 31, Jets 26. That's a good game. I wish that's what the game was today here for the Dolphins Colts. I would have much rather a close game and a close loss like that than just like getting absolutely blown out. Yeah, that's actually fair. Yeah, they're saying like if you're a Dolphins fan and someone asks how's the game going, just show them the clip of Tua calling a timeout on the 2-point conversion play. It's great. It's embracing that dick sucking. 2 points. 2 points. 2 points. We got 2 points. It's Julian Hill. It's Julian Hill. Oh my God, Julian Hill got us 2 points. It's only like another fucking 22-point game. It's just a 22-point difference. The comeback is alive. The comeback is alive. Oh my God, the comeback is alive. Oh God, I'm losing my mind. Oh look, it's an Infinity. It's an Infinity sports SUV, yeah. Let's show how sporty our giant SUV is. Yeah, baby.
Oh, look at all the comfort and sportiness of my Infinity. QX80, yeah. It's so...
450 horsepower and an SUV that's probably front-wheel drive. Nice. Obviously, I am losing my mind. but I'd rather lose my mind. I think it's a bit more fun. We're losing this badly, and I'm still gonna just love the shit out of everything right now.
He's taking the lizard's shit.
How did he actually know? Now that I ask, how did the Geico Gecko fit all that inside of his bag? That was like seriously, like the shampoo, the lotion that he pulled out of the bag was bigger than the bag. What? What kind of bullshit? What kind of bag of holding ass crap did he pull out right now? Yeah, take your shit and go. Don't know how good the DMV is going to be on CBS. It looks like it's going to be absolutely stupid, but sometimes the stupidest looking comedy shows actually become really good. Think of like The Office. The Office looked really, really stupid when you think about it, but it's such one of the greatest comedies of all time, or comedy series of all time. One of, not the, but one of the greatest comedy TV series of all time. It's just so good.
The Dolphins have 8 points. Yeah.
Last successful onside kick. Wow. Players probably yelled at McDaniel. Probably at this point. Squiggled it. Oh, actually. Oh. It was like so close. The Dolphins could have. It got kicked. The Dolphin just overshot. Yeah, no, onside kicks are really stupid. They need to just get rid of the onside kick rule at all. There was a chance that they were going to get rid of the onside kick for a one-time like 15 or 20-yard play. That would have been more exciting and actually gotten more excitement from the game other than the onside kick. I think the onside kick is probably one of the worst plays in the league right now because the successful rate of the onside kick is basically 0. But if they changed it like they were trying to in the offseason, make it like a fourth and like say 15 or fourth and 20 style play where you have to try to get like those 15 to 20 yards to get the first down or to get the ball back, that would make a little bit more sense, I think, especially with how the game's played now and how bad onside kick is. Onside kick basically means nothing. And to be honest, a really, really good team could exploit the 5th and 20 play to get the ball back, which would be kind of cool, I think. But no, they decided that's not how they want the NFL to be. They just want to make the onside kick worse, which they made it a little bit worse again this season, or the off season. So whenever I see an onside kick attempt, I always just shrug and roll my eyes because like you'd never get the onside kick anyways. Oh, thank you. Like I said, if you can see this thing over here, down in the description is the link to the Aquavale Sports channel. I'm going to be doing all my Dolphins streams and content over there from now on. This is like the last time I'm going to be doing it on this channel because I do more of the gaming and like daily vlog-ish kind of stuff here. So all that kind of stuff is going to be over there from now on, just so everybody knows. But either way, thank you for subscribing. I know it's going to be hard because, like, I'm trying to, like, split up the channel a little bit, but it is what it is. But a painful, yeah, just a little bit painful. I wouldn't say it's fully painful. I would still say putting a pine thistle up my urethra would be more painful than this. Yeah, no, to be fair, I don't think that you're crazy or that I wouldn't have thought you were crazy. Like, to be fair, I did, obviously I am biased. I predicted the Dolphins to win. Out of my own bias a little bit, but out of expectation that the Dolphins would be better and the Colts would be worse. But I don't think you'd be crazy to be, thinking the Colts could win this. They have a really good X Factor coming in, an emotional X Factor with Ursay passing away. They are coming in pretty much very underrated. They're a sneakily underrated team, and I think mostly why people were like talking more bad about the Colts was more the Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson thing going on right there. Because nobody really has, or at least nobody other than Colts fans, have any trust in Daniel Jones or Anthony Richardson right now. Daniel Jones did show up today. He looks like Danny Dimes instead of Danny Derps. I made one comment. I can't remember if it was on my channel or another, but I was making the Danny Derps, joke because usually it's either a heads or tails day for him. Flip a coin and you either get Danny Derps or you get Daniel Dimes. Exactly. Yeah, they don't trust Daniel Jones. Like I said, if I could find my coin, it's always a coin toss with him, which is weird. Either he has the greatest game of his career or he plays like what Tua plays like today. Interception, interception, fumble. But today, at least for Daniel Jones, he actually played really good. At least silenced some of the Daniel Jones haters for at least a week, which is good. The Colts are going to look a little bit better when it comes to the power rankings and going into next week as well. I don't know who you guys are playing next week, but I do think you guys are going to look a little bit better next week based on how you guys beat the Dolphins pretty badly. But I also think that the Dolphins came in really bad too. I'm not going to talk anything about the Dolphins' injuries, but the Dolphins came in looking like absolute ass. They look like they have jet lag, and we're basically getting dominated on both sides of the ball. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I misidentified you. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I was expecting the Dolphins to win. I wanted them to win. I was expecting the offense and defensive lines to be better. They just got manhandled today, like 100%. I don't know what other realistic option there is. I don't want to fire McDaniel right off the bat, but I did say about 20 to 30 minutes ago, I think it was at halftime actually, that the one thing that wouldn't surprise me though is if one, Tyreek Hill calls for a trade just because of how this game went, and two, a surprise firing for McDaniel right off the bat. Those two things could happen. I could see that right now. I don't want either to happen, but I can see it. Well, I was hoping that not McDaniel, but somebody would go out of their way and try to yell at the team. Not McDaniel, but like somebody else, like Tyreek maybe, or maybe Tua stepped up for once. But nobody. It didn't. When they came out, it didn't seem like anyone during halftime. Oh, he's petting the horse. He's petting the horse. But nobody seemed to do that. The Dolphins came out still sluggish, still lethargic, and turned the ball over again. Regardless, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna say on the game after the fact. It's weird. Yeah, that's also true. The secession plan right now is Stephen Ross's daughter. She is the current secession plan to take over after he dies or retires from ownership. Uh, I do think that at least if anything, Greer definitely still again should get fired. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen with Daniel. I don't know what's gonna happen with Tua. Tua just looked like absolute booty stank today. Uh, I after this game, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh shit! There's okay. Dolphins have one time, and I didn't see that. Did he update it all? Double checking because Dirk still has not gone on the stream. I was expecting him to come on already, but he's not. Where is the field goal attempt? They're gonna be 33. 33 pointers. If he doinks this, I will lose my mind. If he doinks this right now, I will lose my mind. Because they have everything going their way, and if he doinks this out of nowhere, I will lose my mind and die. Nope, perfect. It's perfect field goal. That's a perfect field goal. Also, Blue, the Colts mascot is probably one of my favorite mascots in the NFL just because he's always so freaking funny and does everything right. I don't know. I like Tua. I think he's a good guy as well. I I'm just not sure after this game if this is like an outlier or if this is just who Tua is now. I'm hoping it's an outlier because everything else with the Dolphins is looking kind of like an outlier or who the Dolphins are right now. I want to like wait at least until after the Patriots game to make any assumptions about Tua and the Dolphins as a whole because maybe it's just the Colts came in with that X factor of Irsay. They came in with Irsay. Hear from multiple sources saying that his children wanted nothing to do with the Dolphins and that they wanted him to sell the team completely to his new partner are false. I have not heard that, but I haven't heard anything on that. I think that the daughter is still, you know, the one that's going to be coming in here, but Quinn Ewers. No, it's Wilson. Damn it. I was hoping it was going to be Ewers. Doesn't matter if he's a good guy or not. You have to consistently worry about him getting injured. Yeah, I know. I'm just worried. Like I've had several concussions myself. I'm worried about him for those concussions. I have issues because of the concussions. That's what I was hoping he'd be okay, but you know, right now I don't know what the Dolphins can do. I don't know what the Dolphins can do or what they should do. We do have Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers could be the new Dolphins quarterback in the future. Zach Wilson has starting experience as well. I just don't know what's going to happen. I'm just concerned with it. I'm concerned. I'm like I said, I'm disappointed. I'm concerned. I'm not mad, but I am concerned and disappointed. Tua is also of concern and disappointment. He just does not look good. He does not look like he's making good decisions. He's looking slow. He's looking stupid. It's not good. It's not a good look. Well, that's also true. His mom, I was hearing that as well. His mom was wanting him to retire, and then his dad was pushing him for to keep playing. And Tua is highly competitive, so he also always wants to keep playing, which kind of sucks for him. But I think now, after a game like this, something's got to give. Somebody's got to talk to Tua. Someone's got to talk to McDaniel. I don't know what's going to happen. But after a game like this, starting the season off looking this bad, something's got to be done. Something's got to be said, and something's got to be done, in my opinion, at least. Is that firing somebody? Is that changing quarterback? Is that trading away a player? I don't know, but something's got to be done. Something's got to be said. This team doesn't look good, at least based on this one game.
Why is nobody clapping?
Maybe I don't have enough knowledge into how the team operates to know that, but that could be it. I do know some players like Mr. McDaniel, but and his offense can be really good when everything's clicking. But this is such a bad start and a bad look. It's so bad. Is it often how the team is built right now, or is it the play calling? I don't know, but they just look bad. They just look bad on both sides of the ball, and I don't like it. I just don't like it.
I don't like it.
Actually, I need my water. I'm out of that. I don't know how much I trust that one though. To be fair, about players leaving and saying things about the team. I don't know how much stock I would want to put into that. So like I'm not gonna like take that one and like even really mention it too much because every player technically does that when they go to a new team. They usually go and talk bad about the team that they were on usually. So I don't want to use that kind of excuse or comment too much. To be fair, I think I would rather just be like maybe maybe they have a bit more they have maybe they just didn't work with it, maybe they didn't like it or something. I don't know, but I don't usually take too much stock in that too much. Oh, damn. That was a hard got first down for Eskridge. Thought they looked terrible versus Seattle last year. But compared to this, well, yeah, this like I said, this is a very bad performance. I thought they improved, but they did not look like they improved. Like the game against the Colts last year was better than this. Not talking about former players that were drafted by the Dolphins. These are the restricted veterans. No, yeah, yeah. No, I understand what you're saying about that as well. I just don't. I just want to like not take that too much. I don't want to like go off of that all the time because a lot of the times it's like again, it's like trying to like drum up retired players who are working with like CBS or Fox News or like working for a new organization or like a website or something. They're gonna say stuff like that. It's very clippable, very newsworthy to comment. And now Zach Wilson is overthrowing everything too, which is kind of fair. So like I kind of understand where they're coming from. I kind of believe what they're saying, but I don't want to take too much stock in what they're saying. I want to take what they're saying like with the grains of salt a little bit more. But from what we're seeing right now with how Tua is playing, how the offense is playing, how McDaniel has been coaching, it kind of doesn't seem like it's working. If so, I can definitely say it doesn't seem like it's working. But is that because it is McDaniel? Is it because the players don't respect him? Is it because that players just aren't good? Is it because they don't vibe with the offensive schemes? I don't know. There's a first down. Something is going to happen after today. Probably after New England at home. Remember, we have a new offensive coach. That's right. We do have Frank Smith as the offensive coordinator, but there's definitely going to be something that's going to happen. No, I don't believe it, but it's hard not to believe with the history of this franchise having issues with locker room. Yeah, that's also true. That could just be like a total and like a complete, Dolphins as a whole kind of a thing. Because the Dolphins have had problems for the last 25 years. But after this game, something's going to change, I'm hoping. Something's going to happen. Oh, wow. Where has Westbrook been this entire game? That's also another thing. Before anything else, that's also something that I was seeing. When Tua was throwing the ball, it was only to basically mostly two people. There's Tyreek and Waddle. Where's Westbrook been? Where has Tanner Connor been? Where has Julian Hill been? Where has the Washington brothers been? Where has anybody outside of Waddle and Tyreek for one? Other than, all that other stuff. That's kind of a weird thing that I would hope that they would have been able to use a bit more of the team than what they've been using, but apparently no. Well, usually he definitely does. because he's really into Chris Greer. Ross is like Ross. To be very honest, I can agree with what you're saying right there. I would say that I am in agreement with that. All right, that's the end of the game. Okay, they're basically saying that's done. Okay, game over. Right there, apparently. Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta go like that, and it's overtime. No, final. There you go. That's it. Game over. Dolphins lost. But yeah, I can agree with that. That Stephen Ross definitely does gonna half-ass the offseason usually. But that's also because the GM he has also is half-assing the offseason. Chris Greer has been in with the organization since what in the '90s. Has been on the team for decades, basically. I'm just gonna say decades. I might be completely wrong on that, but he's been on the team as a scout for many years and grew up with the Dolphins. And at that point in time, he became a very big Stephen Ross guy. Stephen Ross loves Chris Greer and consistently loves to talk about Chris Greer, and is probably, even if they say try to wipe house again, I highly doubt that even then Chris Greer is going to get fired. They say, I think even if they say fire the entire coaching staff, Chris Greer might stay regardless. It's going to be weird, but I think that's probably what's going to happen. I joke around all the time other streams or Dolphins channels, but I feel that Greer is dirt on Ross. Knows what that could be the truth because how else does he stay this long? I'm not talking about like this game specifically. Like this was a game he built the team wrong. I'm talking about like in the history of Greer being our GM since 2016, he's been consistently building very bad teams, doing bad contracts. It's just not a very good looking team half the time, and like overpaying, having issues with cap space, etc., etc. I do think, and I do agree that there's got to be something that's keeping Greer here, other than Stephen Ross being a huge fan of him. I don't know what it is. But either way, the Dolphins did lose to the Colts 33-8. I originally said 24 to 27-14 Dolphins win. That was completely wrong. The Dolphins came in like they were completely jet lagged and possibly a completely different team. They probably pulled up a Miami high school team and put them on the field because they looked really bad offensively and defensively and special teams, which is really bad to be bad in all three forms of the team on the field, which is kind of funny. It kind of is. I was losing my mind for a little bit there when the Dolphins actually got a pity titty. I'm just saying that was kind of pitiful. But the Dolphins lost. And what I'm going to say again, real quick, if you look up in the corner here, from now on, after this game, all my Dolphins streams and content will be on my Aquavale Sports channel. Link in the description if you want to go follow that for the rest of the season. I'm going to be going over there and doing all my sports content there, including score predictions, breakdowns, sports when it comes to MLS and F1s coming in more next season, Dolphins streams, Dolphins vlog, because I'm going to be going to the Dolphins Chargers game in October, so that's going to be kind of fun. I'm going to be doing all that there. All that is going to be on the Aquavale Sports channel if you want to watch that. This is going to continue being mostly just my gaming and, everyday kind of channel. So, yeah, Dolphins look like absolute ass. Dolphins look like absolute ass today. I got to say, I am not mad, just merely disappointed. The Colts did look really good. Danny Dimes did show up. Rest in peace, Jim Irsay. And I'm also glad the game's over because I have to piss. I have to piss and I'm hungry. I want some food now, damn it. So with that, thank you for watching. If you like, leave a like. If you dislike, want to see dislike, leave a dislike. I messed that up. Want to see more? Subscribe. All that nonsense. Like I said, sports content will be going on the Aquavale Sports channel. Link in the description for that. And with that, I'm going to go. I'm probably not going to do any kind of game stream tonight. I might take a break from streaming tomorrow night when it comes to like video game content tomorrow night. I might take a break because I'm having issues with sleeping lately. But might get ready to start making, the small, short breakdown for the Dolphins game. So with that, thank you for watching again, and I will maybe see you next time. I'm just going to stop the stream right here. I'm not going to really